G'day Pickleball family. First thing to know, as shared on the dinkpickleball.com, former tennis star John Isner signs on with Selkirk, a major pickleball paddle manufacturer. John Isner, owner of 16 career singles titles and ranked as high as number 8 in singles and number 14 in doubles tennis by the Association of Tennis Professionals, or ATP, has signed on with Selkirk. Isner has only dabbled in professional pickleball, having entered the PPA Texas Open earlier this year. He played with Wyatt Stone and lost in the round of 64, 9-11, 11-6, 11-8 to Sepp Attar and Jay Wang. Isner has also played in various Pro-Am celebrity events and recently sat down with Dave Fleming to discuss his plans for pickleball, among other things. This news comes less than a week after longtime Selkirk-sponsored athlete Paris Todd announced that she was leaving the company. Todd helped create a signature paddle, a clothing line, and other pickleball accessories during her time with Selkirk as one of their top athletes. Isner joins Jack Sock, another former tennis standout who has been competing professionally on both the PPA Tour and Major League Pickleball tours with the NY Hustlers as a Selkirk-sponsored athlete. Other Selkirk reps include Dylan Fraser, Catherine Parento, Kwong Duong, James Ignatowicz, Mary and Maggie Brascia, Jade and Jackie Kawamoto, Rachel Rohrbacher, Colin Schick, Judith Castillo, and Lauren Stratman, among others. Hopefully this means we'll see more of Isner on the pro pickleball scene moving forward. Thanks ever so much for making it this far into the update. Please be sure to hit subscribe and like, comment, and rate on the platform you're watching or listening to this on so it can be found by and shared with other fellow pickleballers. Second thing to know, as shared on uk.sports.yahoo.com, Lewis Laville expects Olympic fever to sweep the Pickleball English Open. European pickleball champion Lewis Laville expects Olympic fever to take hold of Telford in England for this week's English Pickleball Open. Wimbledon's Laville, 28, flies the flag for Great Britain as a host of international stars battle it out at Telford International Centre with a record number of players set to compete. The column inches have been dominated by events in Paris recently, but Laville doesn't think that's necessarily a bad thing for pickleball. The aim for pickleball is obviously to go to the Olympics. I think it'll be an absolutely perfect Olympic sport, he said. In terms of taking away from this week, I almost think it might do the opposite. To be honest, everyone's going to be really buzzed. I picked up 2 French players last night and they just couldn't stop talking about watching the Olympics. And we're all just going to probably sit there in the evenings watching some of the big events. The camaraderie amongst players is phenomenal, so I think the Olympics will maybe fuel that and some passion on court as well. Taking place from the 8th through 14th of August, the English Open will be the largest pickleball event taking place outside of North America, with a record number of almost 2,000 players from 42 countries set to participate. One of the big draws of pickleball is its sociability, with many budding players citing the camaraderie on offer as the decisive factor in leaving tennis or squash behind. Laville competes at the top level and is sponsored by Franklin, another major pickleball paddle manufacturer, who he will represent in Thursday's Battle of the Paddles event, but agrees that pickleball offers a unique and warm environment. It sounds ridiculous. I want to win on court, but the main reason I play pickleball is because of the sociability of it, said Laville. I've met some of my best mates through pickleball. I get to travel all around the world, meeting loads of new pickleball players. I'm picking up a few New Zealand players shortly, and I've only met one of them once or twice, but I'm more than happy to pick them up and take them to Telford and have a chat in the car for a few hours. We'll be fiercely competitive on court against each other, but the second we come off, we're back to being mates and maybe we'll go for a beer in the evening and have a nice chilled time. Third thing to know, as shared on pickleball.com, UPAA announces standards for initial paddle certification program. The United Pickleball Association of America, or UPAA, is rolling out its own paddle certification program, the organisation announced Tuesday. The program uses deflection testing to measure paddle power and establishes an acceptable deflection force, or ADF, of 46. Additionally, the maximum acceptable spin rate is 2,200 rotations per minute. By focusing on these two standards through collaboration with Pickle Pro Labs and its research partners at the University of Massachusetts, Lowell, the UPA is looking to move away from materials-based regulation to a more performance-based regulation. More detailed information about the full certification will be made public in mid-September, and players will be required to use UPAA certified paddles to compete in UPA, PPA Tour, and Major League Pickleball events starting in 2025. By improving equipment certification, we aim to ensure a fair and level playing field and to enhance the overall quality of equipment used in the sport, said UPAA President Jason Aspers. This initiative reflects our dedication to the continuous improvement and integrity of pickleball. Fourth thing to know, as shared on the Globe and Mail.com, is pickleball the new golf for workers? Pickleball is often recognised as one of the fastest growing sports in North America. Here in Canada, a survey commissioned by Pickleball Canada indicates 1.37 million Canadians played at least once a month in 2023. That's up from 350,000 in 2021 and about 1 million in 2022. Once a sport mostly for seniors, the report shows the biggest growth now is in the 18 to 34 age group. All of that interest is making its way into the business world. Sports venue booking platform Podplay reported bookings for corporate events at pickleball clubs across the US spiked in June. We're definitely seeing this shift post-COVID of people craving social work experiences that aren't entirely based around drinking and eating, says Drummond Munro, co-founder of Fairgrounds, a Toronto, Canada-based public racket club that offers pickleball. Fairgrounds just opened a new location in Toronto mid-July. They had 7 corporate events last month and have already booked more than 20 for August. Pickleball is just this really crazy anomaly where it has this ability to bring people together through the euphoria of sport, he says. Pickleball comes with a number of advantages. It takes less time, is cheaper, more inclusive, and easier to learn, and can be more social. Courts at Fairgrounds can be rented from as low as $40 an hour. Many corporate events include some type of optional coaching where participants are able to learn the sport and start competing within just a few hours, regardless of skill level. Unless the majority of your employees can play golf, you really can't just pick up a club, hope to hit the ball, and be able to get around an 18-hole golf course, he says. Mr. Munro doesn't think pickleball is replacing golf, but says it's more about creating accessible opportunity for connection. There's usually some food and beverage being served and music for people to enjoy to create a really fun and exciting atmosphere, he says. Paddles up.